So beam this week, we're going to be using the cones. Because one of them is in the circuits, you're going to have to set up this beam. So make sure to just find the pylons and put 2 on each yoga mat. Then you're just going to have your kids practice walking over them first. You can also have them try swinging their feet around and then swinging their feet, or then putting their feet right over top so they know exactly what it feels like. You could even have them tap their toes on the top. And then if they're really brave, you could have them go backwards. And then just as a reminder, the coach will then have to collect the pylons and put them back beside the beam where they found them so that the beam can be ready for the circuit. Gym frogs this week, we're going to be doing the log rolls with changing grips. So have your kids extend their arms and roll across the mats, making sure just one kid at a time is on the clip. On P-bars, your gym frogs are going to be practicing their balancing so that you can have them stand lifting up one foot, and then they can also lift up one hand if they wanted. And have them play around, experiment with how they can hold their leg. Maybe they're holding it touching their knee, maybe they're holding it out straight, maybe it's to the side. Let them have a little bit of fun with this one, but also making sure it's just one at a time. Gym frog and school age classes this week will be doing step-ons. Really make sure that they're thinking about where their shoulders are. Some of them might fall forward a little bit, but just if they're nervous, then they can just step one foot on, get a little bit of a feel for it, and then step off. Yeah. So this week on uneven bars, we're going to do long swings. So school age classes will use the high bar and gym frogs will use the low bar. So really getting them to think about moving their feet in front of them and behind them and extending their bodies. Gym frog classes this week will be starting their cartwheels. So they're going to use the cartwheelinator, placing hands on the dots, and doing a kick over. It's not really about how high your kids' toes go. It's about them thinking about lifting them up one at a time. The blue mat will be for a barrel roll or a doggy roll. You can also have them practice their log rolls, making sure that they're nice and straight like a pencil. On the dome, they're going to be doing their front support. So just moving their hands around. If this is too hard for some of them, they can even just practice staying stationary and maybe lifting up a foot or a hand as an extra challenge. So we're going to introduce bear drinking water forward roll. So have your kids start in a bear, then they bend their elbows like their bear is drinking some water, and then have them lift their hips, tuck their chin, and roll. So gym frog 1-2 beams this week, you're going to have to set up. You'll notice that there's some stars, and those are going to be where the kids have to stop. So then you're just going to space them out, starting on a star, and then they're going to practice some walks. So just start with a plain walk, having them stop on the star. Then you could switch to marching, stop on the star, walking sideways, stop on the star. You can really judge how much you feel your kids are ready for. If they just do 3 walks, then that's perfectly fine. If you want to give them some extras, you could have things like jumping or skipping or lifting their legs and doing some bum kicks, tapping their knees as they walk. The coach, you'll just have to clean it back up.